Should you summon Hatsune Miku rerun? We already did a should you summon for this girl last year, and she showed up in Global GS for the first time. Now she's back, and she has made the game pretty dead at the moment. Let me just say, since this unit has been out for a while, both of them, by the way, there's tons of videos out there, so you could probably determine yourself if you want to go for this unit or not, apart from just like me telling you. So I would actually recommend you research, look up gameplay, watch my showcases, watch other people's showcases, look up guides about her, whatever the case may be, to see how useful she truly is. Or I guess how truly useful they are. So this banner will be featuring, of course, Hatsune Miku, Sakura Miku, Sakura Mira, along with Amane, Rain, which is brand new, and Maquinas? Is that how you say that? Maquinas? Quinn. I guess you could just call her Quinn. So Hatsune Miku, what is she doing? Is she good? Is she bad? What's the deal with her? Well, Hatsune Miku is a water archgener slash buffer. She's a little bit different than her other counterpart Sakura Miku, but both kind of do similar things. She's able to increase everybody's art gauge with her skill and recover everybody's HP. With her art, she's able to reduce the enemy's damage and crit rate by 30%. And then with the true art, she's also able to increase everybody's art gauge by 4, and you increase water allies skill CT speeds by 100% for 20 seconds. Her slots aren't the greatest with 5-star magic, 5-star heal, and 4-star support. And overall, I actually think that she's probably the weaker of the two. So would I say that she's required? No. But will she help your mono water team? Yeah. I think if you're lacking and you don't have a lot of good mono water characters, Hatsune Miku could be that water character to come in and be like, hey, yo, look, we can bring up this water team and do some work. Like I said, she's not as good at supporting as I think Sakura Miku is, just because she has a 4-star support and not a 5-star support. If she had a 5-star support instead of a 5-star heal, I think that she would be 10 times better than what she already is. But after that, overall, a pretty strong unit. Wouldn't call her broken though, and she can fit on any mono water team by just slotting her in there. By the way, her and Sakura Miku are both type E archgen. Now talking about Sakura Miku, which is the Miku that I have the most experience with because I actually own this one. This girl is pretty strong in any mono earth setup, and I think that she's practically required just because her buffs are extremely good. She's able to increase everybody's accuracy by 10% for 6 seconds with her skill. With her art, she's able to heal all allies blind, disease, and freeze, and you increase art gauge by 50 for units healed by this art. And then with the true art, increase everybody's art gauge by 4, and you increase earth units attack by 100% for 20 seconds. I think this buff is a lot better than what Hatsune Miku has to offer, and that's why I think Sakura Miku is just a little bit above her. Also, her slots are better. She has a 5-star support slot, she has a 5-star magic and a 4-star magic. There's a lot of good mono earth units nowadays that would definitely appreciate the 100% attack up. So out of both of them, like I mentioned before, Sakura Miku is definitely the one that takes the dub here, and I would say that she's practically required almost for most meta mono earth teams. I think you can replace her. I don't think that she's a complete staple, but in a lot of the meta mono earth setups you see, she's always there. If you don't really care about mono earth, then you probably won't care about Sakura Miku, but if you do care about mono earth, then she probably is a very good unit for you to seek out and actually get. As for the two newest characters coming to the game, we have Rain. Rain is interesting, but I kind of don't like their kit too much. So the skill is able to increase art gauge by 25. That's a huge chunk. You're able to reduce the enemy stats, elements, and magic resist by 30% for 10 seconds with the art. With the true art, you reduce enemies' water resistance by 20%. Then you reduce it by an extra 20% when HP is 70% or more, and this stacks. Now, one thing I didn't completely understand about this art, and I still don't completely understand about it, is this saying if your HP is 70% more, or is it saying that the boss's HP is 70% or more? Either way, though, the water resist down is going to be insane for certain nuke comps, and I could see people just running Rains on their team, specifically just to deal the big deeps. There are other ways, though, to get that water resist down. There's a lot of other equips that we have in the game that lower water resistance, so Rain isn't too much of like a must get in terms of like water nuking, because there are other ways to do it. Still, overall, I think Rain is solid, not too bad, but the modifiers are low. Like, why is this 23,000? Rain came out like, I think 6 months ago on JP, so I guess we could also call this girl Maku, huh? Is able to increase art gauge by 10. Also has Phoenix Breeze, which increases all allies' equipment CT speed by 25% and autofills art gauge by 2 for 15 seconds. And then with the true art, she's able to recover all allies' HP by 100% for the lowest HP unit, and auto recovers all allies' HP by 350 and increase all allies' water resistance by 25% for 15 seconds. Her passives are paralysis resistance level 10 and equipment CT speed level 2. So she's completely just like an earth healer. Could be useful against some bosses where the water resist will actually be useful, but I don't think that she's going to be on anybody's radar, and to be honest, I think overall she's a sleeper unit. Wait, I just now realized something. Her actual name is Sasha? Then who the hell is Makunis? So the verdict of this banner, should you summon or should you not? I'm gonna keep it a $150 with y'all, all right? If you're new to the game, and I'm talking about like just starting out, I actually think this banner is not bad at all. This banner featuring Sakura Miku and Sakura Miku on the same banner is quite good because no cap, you could get a really good mono earth team going on with Sakura Miku, Sakura Miku, and then possibly you get Sasha as well. And then you use your unit choice ticket on Finn, you could get a pretty good mono earth team going that would probably be able to carry you for quite a while in GS for most content. Apart from that though, I don't think that the other units on the banner are anything worth talking about, especially for new players. If you're not new though and you're more intermediate or more of a veteran, here's what I'll tell you. I don't think Hatsune Miku or Sakura Miku is required. I think there's a little bit less though of Sakura Miku just because how strong she is, but I think that if you have the extra crystals laying around, you could summon on this banner and see how it goes. However, if you've been playing the game for quite a while and you haven't really had like a thought pop in your head or anything where it's like, oh man, I wish I had like Sakura Miku for my mono earth team and stuff like that, then I don't think you need her, because why would you need her now if you didn't need her before? Especially if you've been using mono earth or mono water for a long time, why would you need either one of the Mikus? So I think a lot of people can skip this banner and just save your crystals and save for whatever the next crossover is, whether that be Fairy Tail, Kill a Kill, whatever the case may be. But then I need to counter that point with, if you had the extra crystals lying around, I think you could easily do one multi on this banner and call it quits. Now, whether or not you should go all in, I think is more of a personal choice type of question. If you feel like Hatsune Miku is super worth it, then absolutely go with it. And same can be said with Sakura Miku. Sure, go in on this banner. But I would like to remind you, if you are planning on going in on this banner, let me just tell you everything is coming to global in the next few weeks and months. For one, we're going to be having our 4th year anniversary next month. For 2, it's very likely that we have a Phantom Sniper coming pretty soon as well. And then for 3, Fairy Tail is right around the corner, more than likely for global or a possible Kill a Kill rerun. So you may want to save your crystals for those instead. So you've been warned. If you go in on this banner and then you're upset that you can't get, one of the other crossover units because you don't have as many crystals or whatever, I told you. Don't blame me for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this one. Tell me down below if you're going to be going for Hatsune Miku. Are you skipping? Are you summoning? What's the deal? As I mentioned before, if you'd like to actually see a showcase of Hatsune Miku, I should be having them both pop up on screen right now for both the Mikus, and you can click on one of those videos to go check them out. But that's going to be it for this one, man. Thank you all again for coming out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more. And last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.